What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JellyGoon TV. Welcome back to all my beautiful viewers and subscribers, of course. Today we're gonna react to we caught a Polish guy ruining a scam in Prague. So this is an interview with the scammer. I really want to know what's going through the minds of these scammers. What are they doing? What are they thinking? Are they feeling sorry for ripping people off, or are they just don't care? Are they cold-blooded? So we're gonna hear from a person. We're gonna react to this video on Honest Guide. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this. Let's go.
We're here at this train station in Prague. It's some dead-end platform. And I got my pants full of money. Why the hell are my pants full of money, and why the hell are we here? Well, to explain that, we got to go back 2 hours where I was sitting at a coffee place sipping on a coffee.
Ne, dám si jenom espresso si dám, děkuji. Sedím v kavárně, pozoruju ho. Neznám mě, jinak by mě poznal. Nevím, co s tím přemýšlím. Počkat, až někoho okrade, říct mu jde pryč. Sám nevím.
So I filmed this video 3 hours ago, and you can kind of tell I'm sort of desperate in it, because I'm sitting here in this coffee place watching a scammer about to scam someone. And for my luck, he didn't know me, he didn't recognize me.
That's
so I was
good.
able just to sit
They
here.
probably have his picture up all over the freaking thing. Watch out for this guy, because he's gonna try to do some business.
Sometimes we got into an eye contact, and he was just trying it on people. Now, why didn't I step in and say like, hey, it's a scam, you know, this guy's a scammer? Well, he would become very violent, very aggressive. He would probably start kicking, biting, spitting, and so on.
Like girls.
And there would be nothing out of it. And 20 minutes later, he would show up at a different location. Why didn't I call the cops? Well, because he didn't commit a crime yet. So if I would call the cops and tell them, hey, there's a guy and he's about to scam someone, they would probably say, well, what are you, a fortune teller?
Yeah, exactly.
So I just decided to hang around till he will actually scam someone.
It's amazing that the cops
money. And
it's amazing the cops can have this thing where they do this thing where they don't care about the scammers, but I know they care, but they just, you know, they just like, they do care, but it's just they can't do anything if there's no crime.
a couple minutes here, he decided to try it at a different location. So I got up and I followed him. I didn't even finish my coffee.
Pořád jdu za chlápkem, oslovuje další a další lidi, nabízím si peněz, ukazuji jim kalkulačku, tím už jsem si jistý. A teď jsme u obecního domu. A já vlastně čekám na to, až někoho okrade.
Yo, that's the most sketchy shit though, that you're standing in front of a street wrestling with a guy that is trying to give you a exchange rate.
Správně bych tomu měl asi zabránit, ale když tomu zabráním, ta situace je patová. To je úplně debilní situace. Tak tady tak sedí, kouká na směnárnu. Ve směnárně zatím nikdo nesměnil. Já koukám na něj. Nic moc, zatím nuda.
I followed the guy for about an hour, and he kept approaching tourists, offering them to change money at a better rate. Eventually, I got in touch with my buddy Honza and asked him if he could come over to help.
So I followed the scammer all the way here, and he approached yet another tourist in this white jacket. And I'm looking at it, I'm wondering, like, why is he just randomly approaching a tourist here at the bus station? But luckily I got in touch with Honza. He came with his camera, and I told Honza, look, go ask the tourist in the white jacket what was going on. And Honza said, you know what, he doesn't look like a tourist to me. And it turned out he was not. He was another scammer. So Honza was following the guy in the white jacket, I was following the guy in the black jacket. Don't worry, we'll meet eventually.
That's crazy, man.
Now I'm following the guy in the black jacket, Honza's following the guy in the white jacket, and as I'm following my guy, we arrive here at the bus station. Unfortunately, I lost sight of him. But guess what? I found a different guy in the black jacket who also happens to be a money scammer that I know very well from the past. And he's waiting here at the arrivals as the tourists are getting off the bus. He's trying to exchange some money here with people at the ATM. So as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking in my head like, well, we already have 3 money scammers and we only have 2 cameras. We better call the cops, which is what I did. And they told me they will eventually arrive. Well, who arrived first was Honza's money scammer, because he stopped following him, we'll get to why, and he was just climbing up the stairs here, going to meet with my other money scammer. So I pulled out my phone and started recording. Here's what happened.
Oh shit.
English? No. Okay, English better. Can we wait with your friend for the police, please? With your friend.
Since at this point there
Damn.
were actually more scammers than buses at the bus station, I decided to call the cops and politely ask the boys to wait for them.
Do you speak English?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I don't
Okay,
speak
I will help
English.
you with the ticket. Let me help you.
Now, as I'm following the scammer in the white jacket, I actually suddenly see from the other side the other scammer that I was chasing before. And since I've already
that's crazy,
called the
man. They have this network where they're working together. This is just really hilarious that they follow everybody and they just, you know, keep
I was
up
like,
with
well,
this
how
little
about we
chicken
all
chase.
wait for the police? Which is always something they agree on, and they sort of sit down and wait for the cops. No. Obviously, the guy in the white jacket started running away.
Yeah.
Now I was trying to grab the other guy. And if you're at a bus station in Prague and you start to scream, "Thief, stop him!" Nobody's gonna pay any attention to you, just so you know.
Really?
Now, the money scammer in the black jacket eventually agreed to wait for the cops, so we kind of hung around here. And at one moment, when I wasn't looking, he actually tossed all the cash he had, the fake money he uses for the scam, into the trash can. Luckily, somebody saw it, so they pulled it out. I kept it, and when the cops arrived, I told them what happened, and they said they will deal with him properly, which means pretty much nothing because they have to let him go since he didn't commit
do
any
anything,
crime.
yeah.
So I called Honza, and I'm like, hey, so why did you stop following the scammer in the white jacket? And he said, well, because I saw something as he was meeting another scammer that we're more interested in. And that's a guy by the nickname of the Polish guy.
Really?
I met this guy many times when he was scamming people on the street.
It's like an
but more
OG.
importantly, he is one of the scammers that always has a lot of cash on him.
To jsou forinty, jo? Takže vy děláte s forintama. A ukažte ty ruble. Ukažte.
Many scammers also pointed out that the Polish guy is their supplier of the expired
Really?
money
That's
that they use
crazy.
for their scam.
This guy's the
Kind of like a
OG.
scammer's dealer, I guess. So
He
the
looks
last-
like a gentle guy. He looks like the guy, the tourist guy. You know what I mean? Like, this is the crazy part about it. The brains behind the operation is always the regular guy, the guy who doesn't seem like he's
time we
scamming.
met,
You know
and
what
I
I
saw
mean?
him scamming some people, I actually called the cops.
Volej policii.
Také.
Volej.
Vy jste nabízel u bankomatu? Vy jste nabízel u bankomatu?
Nic.
Unfortunately, that day I had to go chase another scammer.
Tam ten. Že jo? Vy na něj když tak hodíte okno tohodle?
Okay, it's a scam. It's a scam.
And the Polish guy, surprisingly, didn't wait for me.
Ty vole, do háje.
So after all of this, I was actually really looking forward to meet this guy again.
Yeah. I can imagine that though.
I guess we're about to meet with the Polish guy.
Really?
My buddy Honza was following the Polish guy to a train station and he told me that he's just hanging around on the platform, so I approached.
Dobrý den. Minule jste utek.
Kde?
Tak jsem na vás zavolal ty policajty a říkal jsem, ať počkáte, tak vy jste normálně utek.
Kde je to?
Na tom hlaváku. Ani ti dělňasové, protože jste byl agresivní.
Just a quick side note here, my phone will disappear from my hand now, and the reason is that the Polish guy was staring at it and he knew I was filming him and he wasn't happy with that. So I put it away because I actually saw my buddy Honza as he was approaching on the platform from the other side, so I knew he was going to be filming that. And thanks to that, you can enjoy this world-class interview with a scammer.
A řekni, že pravdu, co jo, co si vůbec
Jasně. Co já od vás chci?
říkám?
Jasně. No, myslím si, že to není dobrý, že tady okrádáte ty turisty, jo. Ale mě zajímalo, jak ten systém funguje. A to jsem dneska pochopil. Za váma přijdou ty kluci, vy jim takhle prodáte ty ruble,
Man, this guy is an officer in himself, man. That's kind of crazy, man. That's kind of
proto
crazy.
jdou v těch sériích, což jsme zjistili. A oni následně podvádí ty lidi, což vy děláte taky. Děláte to tady, děláte to na hlavním nádraží, děláte to na letišti. Podvádíte s lístkama dopravního podniku.
Yet another moment that
Damn,
needs
that's
a
crazy, man. He's like a fucking detective
little
in
bit
this
of
mother.
explanation here. This guy is smart, and
Yeah.
not only he exchanges expired money to tourists in the city center, but he also goes to the Prague airport where somebody actually took a picture of him and sent it to us. And he hangs around these machines that sell tickets for public transport. And when people show up and they want to buy a ticket, he will gladly help them sell them a ticket
Nah.
and exchange their money.
So one thing that you should never do when you go to places and tourist places, it really says itself. I don't understand why people get scammed by this. People are not good, okay? There's a lot of good people, but people do not do this. They do not sell you a ticket. You have to get it from a original place. It's like me buying a Mona Lisa from a guy down the street. You know what I mean? Like, it's not real. It's 100% not real. So I don't understand why people that get scammed by this. But please remember when you go traveling, to not trust these sketchy guys standing beside the street, telling them that they're gonna sell you a ticket or they're gonna do this or they're gonna do that, because it's just gonna
So
end
if they
wrong,
use
man.
a large bill, he will give them change, but the change is the expired money.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
guy is quite smart.
Takže
Yes.
jestli si myslíte, že o vás vím jenom to, že jste Polák, tak to se pletete. Vím toho mnohem víc. Já jsem takový falešný Batman tohohle města.
Dobře, chcete to ruku?
Jo, chci, jestli mi je dáte, tak to je super.
Brýle.
Brýle? Co s nima? Jakože v nich mám kameru? To nemám kameru v brýlích. Ty krásy. Máte úplně napěchovanou tu peněženku. Teď máte úplně nabušenou tu peněženku.
Korona.
A teď to máte eura a ty eura máte odkud? A ty jste někomu teď jako vyměnil? Fakt jo? Z Polska? To si můžu vzít, jo? A když to teď srovnám s těma sériovými číslama, čekáte nebo? Kurva, když říkáte kurva, tak to, když to srovnám s těma sériovými číslama, že by to sedělo? To by bylo zajímavé, že? Ale a oni sedí. To je náhoda. Takže vy jste tomu Rumunovi, který ho teď tam má policie, prodal ty rubly.
A jaký?
Chcete vidět fotku?
No já neznám Rumun.
Neznáte Rumuny? Pojďme nelhat.
Já nevím.
Dávám si vaše peníze do svých pravých kapsy, už to mám trošku bordel, mám všude samý ruble. Já jsem rublový milionář. Já vám ukážu ty chlapy, se kterými jste dneska dělal obchod. Vy jste prostě obchodník. Tohle fešáka, toho znáte? Vidíte ho? Aha, jasně. Hele, a ta policie, když vás takhle chytí, tak co s váma dělají? Co s váma udělali na tom letišti?
Co na letiště? Já jsem nic nedělal na letiště.
Vy jste tam nic nedělal?
Ne.
Vážně? A proč vás teda chytila policie?
Nechytila.
Ne?
He's full of shit. He
That's
was
crazy,
caught.
man. He's trying to be cocky and he's just trying to get off of it. But I think it's very interesting to see how much they lie and how much they trying to just get out of the situation. But how much nice they know that they are scamming and they are smiling and he is smiling too. And they know they caught. They know they caught 100%. But they're not gonna stop because there's so much money
By
in
the
it.
cops.
Like
I-
it's $1 billion industry. I
I
just
know
have to
it.
say.
He's full of it.
A vy jste u sebe měl třeba 100 lístků na autobus. Vy jste...
Nie.
Jo.
Ja wiesz, to jest przypadek, kurwa, ja mam wtedy listki, no.
Kurwa.
No wtedy mam listki, jo. To nie mogу.
Můžete, Ježkovi zraky, tak stejně jako u sebe máte běloruský
To
blok.
są to faleszne listki?
Jsou?
Faleszne?
No to nejsou.
No to co chcę?
Vy jste stál u automatu na letišti a když přišli turisti s bankovkami, tak vy jste jim prodal ty lístky. A následně jste jim za jejich bankovky vrátil běloruský rubl.
Panie, ja lecieć na Sudan, ja musím jechać. Czekam na vlak. A na...
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, exactly, man.
So there you have
That's
it.
crazy,
Perfectly
man.
organized gang with
That
the
is awesome, man. This guy's
head
amazing.
being this Polish guy and his little runners on the streets, all these Romanian
Well-
money scammers. Very well organized and also, I would say, untouchable by our laws and by our police.
And that is the most worst thing because in the end, it's kind of funny that they do this stuff, but they really do scam people, and I really do like that. Is it for much money? No, it's not. It's something that you can live with, but I'm just saying, if you really want to expired bills, you could get in trouble for that. Like, you could really get in trouble for that, or fake, money or anything like that. It's really problem that some tourists, they really, they get, and there is a problem with it, a huge problem with it. But I never got experienced it. I never experienced fake cash. Never did that. Maybe had something in my hand. I don't know, but I'm just saying, you got to watch out and you got to look out for who you make business with. It's all about who you do business with. What is going on around you? Does he look legit or does he look like that? But never so. It's like going back to the kids. Like, don't talk to strangers on the streets. Don't do this in tourist areas because they're ready to scam you. And everybody who seems so polite, they're really not polite because they're just trying to scam you. And that's the problem with it. But yeah, anyway, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching this. I really hope you got some tips from this guy right here. He is Honest Guide on YouTube. He's an amazing dude. Love him to death. I really would love to do something with him that could be awesome. But let's see, man. He could show me around the city or something like that. That could be awesome. But yeah, anyway, guys and girls, I love you so much. And I'm going to see you until the next. Peace.